Welcome to Wiston Lodge. Thanks to Bigger and District Civic Society for inviting us to take part in South Lanarkshire's Doors Open Day. Wiston Lodge was originally built by the Ferguson family from Lesmahago, a family that made their new money through coal mining and wanted to show off their newfound wealth. After the Second World War, Wiston Lodge was owned and run by YMCA Scotland, but in 2007 a separate charity was formed, working with many groups from around the world and Scotland, but specialising in working with children. We do many things at Wiston, but mostly it's all about having fun. Come on inside and let us show you around. The main entrance and our reception space, which was once a cloakroom for guests arriving. Many of the features that you'll see around the building are reoccurring. Flowers, acorns and little W's are hidden everywhere. Many of the features were specifically made for the Ferguson family. If you look closely at the tiles, you can see a small W very delicately printed into the corner of the tile facings. The Ferguson family motto, featuring the thistle and the bee, is another feature reoccurring throughout the entire building. The central square in this feature used to be a balcony that led to the upstairs landing, so light would flood through the entire space. Geometric acorns adorn nearly every surface in the building. Looking carefully, you can pick them out of door frames, door handles, and other features. The large lounge, one of the main rooms in the building, is jam-packed full of things to look at. The Fergusons would have shown off their wealth through carvings of their motifs, squirrels, partridges, and the odd nut. The room very cleverly links with the dining room. Still used for entertaining and feeding our guests. The small lounge is a much smaller entertainment space, full of motifs of the Ferguson family and acorns on every wall. The Ferguson family emblem, featuring the thistle and the bee, is carved into the fireplace. Here you can see the first influence of Robert McGregor, who installed a wet heating system. Mr. McGregor invested heavily in Wiston Lodge, bringing the building from the Victorian age into the modern age, with heating, lighting, electricity, and developing the games room. quiet room was originally a billiard room, changed to a chapel and now used as an office. The gun rooms are now used as offices. A quick tootle upstairs. Upstairs is mostly bedrooms. We've built ensuite facilities into some of these rooms. Many of the original features are still present for those who look carefully. The cupola is one of the wow factor aspects of the main building. The acid etched glass contains designs continuing the themes shown in the remainder of the house. These original Victorian baths can quite easily take a front crawl or a back stroke if required. Room 9, our conference facilities, was originally the master bedroom. This was the only room in the house that it had its own dressing space, a separate room to the side. Wiston Lodge, the charity, recognises the emotional attachment many of our guests form with this fabulous building. Our intent is therefore to preserve as much of the history, look and feeling as possible. Thank you for visiting Wiston Lodge. If you would like to find out more about the charitable work we conduct here, please feel free to visit our website.